My name's Anthony Liu. I am currently 30 years old and training for the Tokyo Paralympics in 2020. September 30th, 2009, I was working as an apprentice mechanic out in Pickering. It was a pretty regular day. Brought some scrap cars down the street to the scrapyard. I was steering one of the cars that didn't work. And as I was coming off the weigh-in scale, the crane operator that was operating the big crane with the magnet and the claws attached to it dropped the magnet on the car, crushed me inside. I remember the roof of the car just being 6 inches away from my head, my hand still on the steering wheel, and just kind of saying, thank God. After actually being pulled out of the vehicle, the paramedics had me on the stretcher and they asked all those questions, your name and all that stuff. And I was able to, thank God, to relay the information and give them the password to my phone to call my mom. And that's when they told me that they're calling in the chopper. And I was like, oh no, because just watching TV, I knew that once the chopper's coming in, you're in a lot of trouble. Once I actually got up in the air, I remember just being strapped down to the board and trying to look out the window. And that's when one of your paramedics were like, don't move. Because at that point, we didn't know the severity of my injuries. And later we found out that I had a minor fracture at the bottom of my neck. So if I had moved, who knows, a centimeter or an inch more, could have broken that and things could have been a whole lot worse. I broke my back around my belly button, so T11, T12 area. Initially they put me into surgery, put 2 rods and 8 screws inside to stabilize me, and now they're just kind of like a pain in the back on a daily basis. So I spent 1 week in ICU, another 3.5 weeks in the trauma ward at Sunnybrook. And then they shipped me off to Lyndhurst Rehabilitation Center, and that's when, things really changed. There was just a huge void, essentially. I started speaking and getting back into the community, but there's something missing. My buddy lent me his hand cycle, which is a bike. It's the exact same as a regular bicycle, just upside down, and I'm lying on my back and I pedal with my arms. So that's kind of when things clicked for me. I found out it was a Paralympic event, and it was kind of a way for me to get back to my dreams and goals and aspirations. Looking back 9 years, it's really great to be here and happy that, your paramedics know their stuff, because if someone else is like, oh yeah, no, he wants to look outside the window, things could be a lot different today. I know if I wasn't in good hands, things could have went a whole lot worse, so it is a huge thank you to Ornge. I love life. I'm super fortunate to be here, and it's the little things in life now that mean the most, because when you're that close, you really learn to appreciate things. So yeah, definitely a huge thank you to Ornge and the Durham paramedics and everybody that had a hand in getting me to where I am today and even further.